Yeah, got a pretty good one today for my client down in Phoenix. Spoke with the IT manager at a pretty large contracting company. They got about 100 users across 9 locations in the state. But it was actually perfect timing. He said he's got some stuff going on, looking into more of a partnership, helping out with some of the projects and day-to-day aspects of things. So my guys are actually going to be meeting with him virtually here coming up on Thursday. Pretty quick turnaround, pretty good opportunity. Might be able to grab something.
I got 2 appointments for my Houston client. The first one this morning was with a water park down there. Spoke with the owner, said he had a hybrid situation going on, was always open to evaluate his external resources. Love that we do an IT roadmap along with the network evaluation to see what vulnerabilities and blind spots he has. He said he has about 650 seasonal workers and 100 yearly workers. Didn't really know how many servers and then 1 location, so we're going to meet in 2 weeks together. The second appointment was for a cancer center for families. They have about 10 workers. She's also stated that she had a hybrid situation. Would love to evaluate the external resources and maybe see if we can provide some cheaper, more effective sources of IT for them. So we're meeting with them in 2 weeks as well. So it should be pretty good.
Got a new roofing appointment for my client up in Boston today. It was with a concrete waterproofing company. They're working with about 12,000 square feet over there. I called the owner a couple weeks ago. He told me that they're having leaks and he was going to be out of town, so follow up with them the following week. Followed up with them today, got something set up. We're going to go out there, see how we can help them.
Snag one for my client in Wisconsin today. A little bit of a conversation from last Friday. Wanted me to call back, get some more information from him. Actively searching for an MSP. Manufacturing facility, 50 users, 7 servers, just 1 location. But like I said, actively looking, has a lot of pain. I called the guy, he said he's putting out fires, so got it set up for this Thursday. It should be a good conversation.
We had a couple good ones today. Had one for a client in Texas, been playing a little bit of phone tag. The first we needed for one of the cities, got that scheduled for later this week. And had another client that we were able to help out. A gentleman was on his way back from Oregon last week, able to get him on the phone today, scheduled for later this week as well for one of the California clients. We're looking forward to them.
Cool, what do we got so far?
9.
9. Holy smokes.
Another nice hot morning start on a Monday.
Hot morning coffee. Who wants to talk about it?
I will go. I got 2 for High Point. Yeah. I got 2 for High Point. One was with a spoke with the owner, said he had a hybrid situation, had his IT director right next to him, and High Point does an IT roadmap and network evaluation for free to start off, and so just talked to him about the crazy times that have been happening the past couple of years, and said he's open to seeing what we have to offer and what that uncovers for him. And then the other one was for a for families, and spoke with the CEO over there, and she said they have a hybrid situation. It's a smaller company, but she also was open to see what we can uncover with the network evaluation. So we're meeting with both of them the second week of November on both of those. So.
Lando?
Yeah, RBS got another one that I've been working on for a couple weeks with a big out of Wichita. There's about 50, 60 users here between like 10 or 11 locations. They got a hybrid set up right now, but they're really not happy with their MSP and their response time. So I talked to the CEO a couple weeks ago. He wanted to get out of harvest season, but he's ready to meet first week in November, and we're going to do an on-site. So,
let's go. Pretty good. Who else? Justin?
Got one off a lead no interest from back in June for my first month calling for Impact Group. Guy told me he was an office manager that they're under contract at the end of the year. They look at contracts October, November. Spoke with him again today. He goes, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty happy. And I go, I don't expect you to change, man. But we want to get you a quote. We do month to month. We won't lock you in for a long time. In 15 minutes, we can get you some property. He goes, yeah, you know what? I actually want to do that. I need to look. It's been a while. I'll always do the apple to apple now. Thanks for saying that. 50 users-ish. He's going to reply with the exact number, but roughly 50. Didn't tell me servers, but only 1 location. So he's going to reply with a bunch of stuff too. So
nice.
pretty good one.
Got one for one of the clients down in Texas today. Had kind of been playing phone tag with the guy between vacation, a couple other things. Called him, reminded him of who I was, took control in the conversation, scheduled the appointment for Wednesday.
Who else? Will?
Yeah, I got one for 411 today. It's actually one that I called back in March when I first got him. It was no interest from the IT guy there, but I just went over his head and called the president this time. And he actually pushed me down to the new IT guy, said somebody else was there, but they were actively looking for MSP work. Their current provider was like hours away, and so he was glad to hear that we're close. But yeah, called the guy, got it set up, and we're good to go for Thursday. It's like 50 users, 7 servers, so it's pretty decent.
Time for one or two more quick ones. Nick?
All right. In St. Charles, I booked that for CD Strong Roofing this morning. Spoke to the facility manager, and there's some water dripping down the side of the building coming from the flat side of the roof. That's all you need to know for now.
There you go. Anybody else? Proposals? Nope.
I got a pretty good one for Trek. Talked to the property manager. 5 buildings over there, 2 stories. So we're gonna go out there next week, see if we can help them out. They just want to make sure they're good before winter time here. So we're gonna do an inspection for them.
There you go.
Nice.
Proposals, closed deals.
I got an update on a proposal for 403 Tech. We originally quoted them around $3,500 for co-managed services, and Scott had a follow-up call with the executive director last week who basically asked him how much it would cost to fire their internal IT guy and do full managed services, so that one will be closer to $8,000 or $9,000 on the proposal.
Hey.
Got a new appointment for my roofing client out in Charleston, South Carolina. I contacted this Motel, which I was checking it out before. You know, the roofs looked aged. I figured, you know, reach out to them, see what they have to say. They said, yeah, come out. We'd love to have another roofer in our section just to, you know, be able to reach out to in case we are ever in an emergency. So yeah, we're gonna head out there, you know, introduce ourselves, see if they have any current issues going on, and, you know, see if we can help them out.
Got one for my guy up in Minnesota. It was with this company I called. It's a manufacturer a couple months back. It was actually from the first month I started dialing for him back in June. Me and him initially spoke, told me they're under contract to the end of the year. They don't look at budgets until October, November. So I called him. He was a little hesitant about it. I referenced when we talked. He kind of remembered me. He looked up my email as we were on the phone together, and he goes, yep, I guess I did say that. Yeah, I'll sit down and talk to you guys if I can save any sort of money, or I can come up with different ways and maybe streamline a couple things. Might cost a little bit more. At the end of the day, it would make us more money, so it would be in turn worth it. Currently, they're a law office, about 45, 50 users. He didn't tell me how many servers on premise, and he didn't tell me how many people work remote there, just because he wanted to look us up a little bit more, look into us a little bit more, come up with a bunch of questions. He's also going to shoot me a couple things that they're looking at, what they're looking into getting. Because we do phones and security systems, he has 2 different firms that do those. Might try to wrap them under one roof, but yeah, currently contract end of the year, 50 users-ish, a couple servers, 1 location. But I'll know the definite numbers hopefully by the end of the day today.
I got a great appointment today for my client over at CCS. We've been working with this particular church for a while in Arkansas, and had never been the right time, but coming towards the end of the year, they're looking over at budgeting, and it seems to be a perfect fit for me and Mark, and see what we can do to really help these guys out. So we're going to have a meeting with them a little closer to November, and we're excited to see how we can help them and save money for the future.